bodies separated? Why is it 2 and 1? Where was that fourth friend? Why did the guy not respond to any messages? Why did someone have to break into the home and then find a body? Why did it take a further search to find the other 2 bodies?
And the statement of, I wasn't the last one to see them alive and they were conscious when I left.
I know, I love that. I would love to see a recording of how cagey that person looked when they were giving, like, I wasn't the last one to see them alive. They were conscious when I left. I'm certain of that. I could tell what I was doing to them. I mean, they were conscious.
It's just very strange.
I think the thing I feel about it is like none of these individual things could I be like, there's no way that happened. Each part is like you said, like, okay, fine, that each thing could happen. Way too many things lined up all at once for that to be coincidental. That so much fell through the cracks. Like, there are coincidences like that in the real world. If it were, more people would get away with murder. Because, like,
you'd think they'd be really close. Because if you were saying, like, you guys would be comfortable having friends just kind of look themselves out, then I think people would trust, right? If everything else close, you're not just like, yeah, still workers.
Here's the thing, and this is getting completely into conjecture. There's no guarantee, and none of this is all kind of just speculation. All the facts have been stated that were able to be found. My mind goes towards some kind of drug that they all partook in. It was a party, they were watching a game. If you're out in the cold and you're high on something, I'm not talking like something light, something a little heavier, then you might pass out and not be able to control your body, wake yourself up. There have been plenty of occasions when even when drinking heavily, it doesn't even have to be like drugs, it could be alcohol. But there's a story of, I forget which musician, but he was a guitar player or bass player or something, and he drank a lot, he fell asleep with his arm over a chair, and waking up, you slept on your arm, you're like, oh god, it's like almost dead. You have to like really get the feeling back. If you're in the cold and you can't wake up from your sickness, because the reason he had nerve damage because he couldn't wake up in time and he had blood cut off to his arm.
¿Dónde estamos? Yo diría que estamos aquí. Ah, perfecto. Lo marcaré mientras seguimos. ¿Qué sucedió aquí afuera? Supongo que los militares bombardearon este lugar. ¿Por qué lo hacen? Pues a veces destruyen partes de la ciudad que estaban en manos de los infectados o de los rebeldes. Parece un poco exagerado. Bueno, realmente funciona. ¿Contra infectados o rebeldes? Ambos. Créeme. Tuviste suerte de no crecer en una selva así. Nadie tiene moral en las leyes.
You can do it or you can. It's entirely possible.
Esos eran todos. ¿Y esos chalecos de Ivana? ¿No parece escuchado? Sí. No lo sé. Listo.
And then it's entirely possible that they were all where the 2 people were, and then one of them did kind of wake up and try to get inside, and that's why they were separated. Conjecture.
I will say too, if we're conjecturing, the guy, the homeowner, if he took the same thing that caused these people to potentially pass out outside and may have caused them to ultimately die, then yeah, maybe he did miss all that. Maybe he was as knocked out as the rest of them, but he didn't pass out outside. He passed out in his bed and, basically slept/recovered from whatever thing that was, whatever drug thing they did for, 36 hours or whatever. Sure, maybe. I don't know. That's plausible.
Updated article. As of about 2 hours ago from when we're talking about, there's an update. The Chiefs fan who slept for 2 days as his 3 friends froze to death, this is from New York Post, checked himself into rehab. He's facing his addiction head on. realized the problem with addiction. He checked himself into rehab for taking and putting his thing into storage. Apparently, whenever someone broke into his house and no one had found the first body, apparently the dude was in his underwear holding a wine glass and had been claimed to have been asleep for nearly 2 days and didn't realize his friends were dead outside. Toxicology reports are still pending on the bodies. Apparently, he's checked himself into rehab.
Now, like, again, this kind of lends towards the idea of what we were just saying, but it's still just conjecture. There's no confirmation of that. Yeah, it is a fascinating situation. It's easy to get wrapped up in, like, oh, this is such a juicy thing, but actually, in all honesty, this is a tragic thing for someone who basically, imagine if any of us just, like, suddenly lost our close friends and didn't even know it, like, that would be some crazy guilt. So I can...
Yeah, I'm not saying he's at fault for anything. It's just that allegedly the two of the men arriving were seen with 30 packs of beer.
You know, between five dudes, that could be
12 beers apiece if they did evenly.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's like you bring 2 30-packs because you're not expecting to drink at all.
Well, it's also so that's all they had. They could have also had stuff already at the premises, right? Because the dude had a wine glass whenever the person was there, so he had wine at least too.
I feel like this is a thing that true crime like podcasts do that makes me cringe and realize I'm getting sucked right into it. It's like, so I was just wanting to, but yeah, no, you're right. It's actually kind of just human.
That's awful. Whether someone's at fault or not, it's awful.
Absolutely, and we don't know if it's like completely innocent accident. It could be bad. It also just like it is a captivating situation because it's like you just put yourself in this situation. Like, oh my god, would I obviously not know? Dead, like that's kind of a crazy thing to think about. We still don't know the answer.
I just said. It's a tragedy, but there is. This is a cynical list. Part of my brain and my soul. Checking yourself into rehab and doing that is exactly what someone might do if they realized that they were in trouble and they were like, ooh, I need to. Like, I'm not to at all minimize. I don't know what that dude's going through. He may very well be, have an addiction, and that's his situation and to deal with. But my cynical brain was immediately like,
it's possible either way. Either he is facing the loss of everyone in his life he cared about, and they're all gone. All of a sudden, it's like he's just alone and realizing it's nothing but his addiction. Or, he's trying to, because the whole thing is awful, and he's going to speculate.
If I was an investigator, every situation I would do it. I'd be like, oh, is that true? Is that your true testimony? Man, look, you just pulled me over for a speeding ticket. I don't know, like, did I? No, man, why did I get this mentally unstable cop who's inventing scenarios?
Oh, no, I'm mentally unstable. What would you define as stable?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, speaking of obliviousness and the lengths to which the human mind cannot notice the things around them, I'll end it on a slightly different note that's not so depressing and won't make you ponder your own existence that much. According to a screenshot by Charlie Sawyer, man partied for 4 days unaware he had been shot in the head.
Oh, snap.
Thank God this is uplifting.
So this is, right, he's alive.
Yeah, I mean, he survives, right? So he's good.
As far as I know. Wait, yep. He's alive. So this is twice as many days as this other guy, and he was partying the whole time. time.
Did he sleep?
No, he was away partying. 4 days. University student I'll just say Mateus, required an emergency operation after doctors made an astonishing discovery that he had bullet fragments in his brain. According to Indy 100, this man who initially went to the hospital after experiencing some unexplained arm spasms, not even head pain, his arm was spasming, had been shot on New Year's Eve. However, the 21-year-old simply thought he had been hit in the head with a rock.
Where was he partying where there was just gunshots that no one noticed?
I mean, it can happen in many places. This is Brazil.
That's true. You know what? That explains it.
Wait, I mean, you know where I went to college, right? And I lived, one of the places I lived, not too far away from campus, on more than one occasion, a window of a car of a friend who was coming over to hang out was shot out. It's not like no one knows that it happened, but it can happen. It really depends where you are. And that was like, it happens.
That's fair. I lived in a place down in Clifton where that was kind of... It's not your venue, maybe it's like, something else in the business, but like, you think you'd be bleeding from the head, someone would notice something?
Probably got hit by a rock.
That's the kind of thing about that age is I literally have told the story before about how when during workouts, pretty much every workout, I would have to go in the bathroom and lie on the floor as I would shake and spasm and feel like I was going into shock. Because if I did a certain back exercise, it caused me to become catatonic for about 45 minutes. I didn't think once to go to the doctor. I didn't think once that I needed medical attention. It just didn't occur to me. I was like, damn, this sucks. All right.
You just needed to lay on the floor of the bathroom for a while, and then it was fine. So why did you need a doctor for that?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, he went on life as normal.
Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Come on now.
This guy did. He lived on his normal life. Swimming with his friends in the sea, partying and visiting the beach. Can you imagine getting seawater, sand in your brain?
I feel like I would not be up for that ever. Swimming with an open wound in the ocean and being at the beach and stuff sounds like it would be painful, wouldn't it? Doesn't saltwater hurt if it gets inside of your bloody parts or whatever?
Apparently he got shot in the party part of his brain where it was just like, dude, party on!
The rest of the story is, he'd never partied before in his life. He was actually a very successful straight-A student who only ever taken life super seriously. This was very out of character. His friends were super concerned until they realized it was brain damage from the bullet in his brain.
Yeah, it's actually, he went into the doctor for arm spasms, but he didn't say that his arm spasmed both straight up, and he went, whoa! It was Dr. Kemp. This is
around with sunglasses and a boombox.
This is the emergency room. I need you to keep it down. I can't stop moving. It's a spasm.
Grind with me, Doc.
I thought I was just so hyped.
Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distract. This week, it's an episode to disturb the loving lycanthropes, Wonka, Willy, Wade, Mark, and enjoy.
Oh, they get those two that they love. But Bob's TV still doesn't have anything on it.
Hey, leave me out of it. I'm the nice one.
Yeah, Bob gets points, both for...
Mark's headband is still plain. Get him.
Plus, I'm sick, so I don't feel good, so you have to be nice to me.
That's so many points.
Okay, I'm bald. I don't feel good.
You use that. You don't get points for that.
I've been sick before.
I think he put foam on the top half of his camera wall so that it would look like he has hair. You know, it's like...